On this episode, we're going to talk about super apps. What are they? What are they? And what are they?
Nice.
With so many different platforms,
TikTok, LinkedIn, YouTube,
and their purposes evolving daily, navigating social media can be, well, complicated. Welcome to the Social Media Sucks podcast from Cubco,
social media. Really sucks.
where we unpack the latest trends and help remove the suck from social media.
Welcome to the Social Media Sucks podcast, you guys. You're tuning in for dose of marketing and what's happening in the ever-changing social media landscape. So today with me, I have our beloved strategist lead, Andy.
Hey guys.
And as always, our dear CEO, Chris Cabernos.
What's up? Why are you guys laughing at me? What happened here? What happened?
Cool. It was very cool.
It's like you're talking to your dad that like just said a horrible joke and just like, yeah, it's cool, Dad, it's cool. It's very cool.
I'm sorry, Artie. You can keep all this in. This is great. Oh my god.
Yeah. Laugh it out. It's good to let people know we have fun.
Yes.
And so super apps.
Yeah.
What we're gonna approach is more the social commerce kind of side, because super apps are just, there's a lot of apps that keep growing and developing, especially their revenue side, of course, the social commerce. Can you guys elaborate a little bit more on what you think the future holds for these social super apps?
I mean,
Yeah. Go
why
for
do
it.
we talk about super apps?
Why?
Why?
Because it's interesting, Andy. Because the
That's
people want it.
That's what gets the people going.
Yes. that's
Nobody
right.
knows what it means.
Nobody knows what. Like, let's cover that first. What is a super app? Yeah.
A super app is it's a platform where everything you need to is combined, especially the social commerce part of it.
Yeah, so you can do everything in it. You can,
Yeah,
like
you
said,
can call, you can
FaceTime.
text, and you can post, and you can create content, and then you can live stream, and you can make in-app purchases, right? So it combines every need you have on the digital social space in one app.
Right.
For instance, WhatsApp, Weibo, or TikTok can also do it, and Instagram are becoming super apps.
Yeah, Facebook.
Definitely.
Now with the metaverse as well, everything's going to be in there. You can live your life.
Yeah, I mean, as far as I heard, like, wasn't Facebook also working on like a payment service?
Yeah, they were.
Like
Yeah.
Facebook banking or something like that?
Yeah, they were.
No.
Yeah, where did that go?
I don't know.
It just sort of like fizzled out.
It's
Yeah,
gonna
but
come
that,
with
yeah.
metaverse.
I don't understand why they didn't work on it.
Yeah, but I guess like now with PayPal trying to buy Pinterest, it's also like payment services trying to get into the social game, the social commerce game, and vice versa. Social companies getting into the payment game. It's the same with Apple Pay, though. I think like a lot of these things that we're seeing is like just convergence of different tools so that you can do everything seamlessly, right?
Yeah.
Like trying to slim down that process of doing whatever you want to do online.
They just basically cater to the rise of more and more consumerism, basically.
Yeah.
I mean, it's demand and supply, right? You wanna pay seamlessly, you wanna consume more and more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's
I mean, I think it's also like from the business perspective, right? Like social commerce is on the rise, and then the platforms are sort of just like missing out on those 6 cents every time that someone makes a purchase through their app, but not through their payment service.
All
So I think that's why having a payment service comes in so crucial, because they are missing out on literally like billions of sales activity.
Yeah. So where do you think this goes for like customers like ours who are, you know, they have websites. They probably spent millions of dollars on their own e-commerce solutions. And now with social commerce, we're seeing a big switch to actually purchases done in platform. What do you think that's going to do for those? And also, like, you're missing your data then, right? Because if the purchasing is all happening off site, you're not owning the customer anymore. It's like the problem that some brands have with the retailers.
Yeah.
They just don't own the data. The retailer owns the data. And that'll happen a lot more as we see that. So what do you think that's going to do for brands, and how do you think they have to operate then?
I think brands just have to stick to their brands then. And I'm pretty sure that this is an issue or a problem or a pain point that brands will continue to have. And I think the social platforms or whatever platforms just have to keep that in mind and share the data. As I can see that Instagram is going into a direction where they can share more and more in-depth data, such as, followers reached versus non-followers reached in the new insights update. You can see that, for example. And I think we will just get to a point where you will be able to track your insights almost as accurately as you would do with like Google Analytics or Adobe Analytics.
Yeah. So you think that the social platforms will have to share the same amount of data that you would get if someone's purchasing straight on your own e-commerce site?
I mean, I'm actually not sure if that would be possible because of GDPR reasons and things like that. But I'm pretty optimistic that they would be able to pull it off, because I think that would make the social game even more interesting.
And have more brand jump on them.
Well, that's what I think brands are worried about. So that losing that first party data to social commerce sites, because now they don't own the customer, right? They don't own the email address. They don't own the stuff. They can't like send them stuff. So I mean, I think it's really interesting where we're going with super apps, and I think like most brands have to think about how they're going to do this in the future. Like, do they go where the people are, or do they build it themselves?
Yeah.
I would suggest you go where the people are, because we're just seeing this movement towards people want that seamless experience. They just want to shop on, that thing. They see a live streamer, or they see a social influencer, or they even see something from the brand. They just want to add to cart and get going. Make it super easy for them. Like, don't make it hard.
It doesn't necessarily have to be a one-way street, right? I mean, I guess it's if these super apps actually want brands to jump on board and have their retail there, it's also a matter of a dialogue, I guess. So I mean, they have to meet each other halfway.
Yeah, I mean, I think
at some point.
Yeah, I think so.
But then it also opens up some problems with, like, as we've seen with Facebook recently with the whistleblower thing. Like, do we trust like to put all of our purchasing things, and would we buy some of the weird shit we buy?
Yeah,
like
that's
our
true.
groceries. Are we going to buy our groceries on Facebook? And do we trust, that Facebook's going to deliver it and not use that data to target us with, highly sensitive political discussions? And you know what I mean? Like, oh, he bought peanut butter, better send him to the Democrats. Like, we don't know what's going to happen, right? Like, so it's a weird place we're being in, and I think,
I mean, that data is already being sold now.
Exactly. I mean,
Yes.
at
Like
this point, does it matter?
Yeah,
I think that's the interesting discussion. Is that at this point, does it matter for the consumer? Like, this consumer, do you care?
Yeah, I think consumers want to think that they care,
But they don't.
but
they just want their
I mean,
stuff.
Exactly.
I just want my peanut butter.
yeah.
Give me the peanut butter. I
Yeah.
don't care what you do with the data.
I mean, there are some people who are like very conscious, but even I, who works with this stuff, and I have to figure out how to target certain people, even sometimes myself. But
How do
to
I
be
target?
honest, I'm like,
You come to work. How do I target myself?
no, but I'm kind of conscious that we already are sort of too deep,
Yeah.
and you can choose, of course, to like go off the grid and like be maybe only on LinkedIn or I don't know,
But
use
that's
like
not off the grid.
alternative.
But that's not
I
off
love
the grid at all.
I love how LinkedIn has become off the grid. It's
Okay,
true. It's
So
true.
maybe communicate only through email
Pigeons
or something
or
like
something
that.
like that,
Yeah,
yeah.
but do you really want to?
No. I totally agree with you. I mean, I'm all in. Like, I bought like I bought stuff on TikTok, right? So like I'm full in. But I do believe that okay. So for the brands out there, if you're listening, there's some serious conversations that you have to have with your own teams and your e-commerce and where you headed. When we see some of the crazy numbers that are coming off of live stream shopping, specifically in Asia or in other, developing parts of the world, it's like, it's nuts. It's just, there's billions of dollars that are being made daily off of these sort of things. So you have to say, okay, do we care if it's our own e-commerce platform, or do we want to go full in on social shopping, social commerce? Because we're not going to miss those opportunities.
Yeah.
TikTok's a prime example. Like, there's a new one that has enough market share that if you want to start selling your products there, it might make a lot of sense, and start doing those things. So
I mean, I would at least recommend to all the brands that we are working with to like test the waters,
Yeah.
look into social commerce. Like, it couldn't hurt.
yeah,
Like, what you need to do is pretty basic. You just need to set up like a product catalog on Facebook and That's it.
Yeah.
But do you guys think that it's a natural development of these super apps developing their social commerce department, or do you think it's some kind of? Do you think Corona actually influenced this push, this wave of social commerce?
Absolutely.
I think it's.
How do you guys think Corona affected this development?
I mean, the lockdown just accelerated many digital trends like tremendously. I would say that like we all were stuck at home, and many of the digital trends that were actually trends anyways, like these things would have been like coming to our lives, just really got accelerated. And now we have social commerce that that quickly became a pretty normal thing. And who knows how long it would have took for social commerce to become like a socially accepted way of purchasing goods.
Who do you think the next super app is then?
To be honest, I think it's either TikTok or Facebook.
I think it's Amazon.
Oh, that's an interesting take.
YouTube.
I think it's Amazon. YouTube? Well, YouTube's coming out with their holiday shopping streaming thing, but I think
Maybe
that
Netflix.
Netflix could be interesting as well. Like you're watching a show, want to buy this dress? It's on the main actress. That could be interesting.
Yeah, I think YouTube could have the potential to become that.
What if Netflix could have like live streaming with like all the celebrities and stuff like
They
that?
could.
Selling their wares.
Yeah, I don't know.
Isn't that what the Goop show is?
What is the group show?
The Netflix specials for purchases.
Yes.
For shopping.
That's the next Netflix series.
Special shopping. Yeah.
Netflix original. Check out the fall season. Don't you think? Okay.
What do you guys, speaking of these different apps, which app do you guys think is currently the most competitive one?
TikTok.
Really?
Yeah. I think like from the point when I've seen the Melio twins sell out like their new fashion drop on that live stream, I was like, that's it. Live shopping, TikTok, that's it.
But it's got to be through influencers. Like, I don't know if brands stand a chance now. Like, I've been seeing the data from the influencer side versus the brand side, and I'm a little bit concerned for brands.
Yeah.
I mean, you need to collaborate. Like, these people live off of creating content. Of course, they're gonna do it better than brands.
Yeah. Not necessarily, but
but there are
course.
other professional content creators, right? Like our team is like a team of professional content creators. So it's just a matter of like who do you collaborate with, and sometimes it's really just about like having that one like expert in house.
Is that the key then to activate influencers when you want to activate your social commerce part?
I think so. I think it's a big part. I think you really have to go, okay, who's better at selling this, us or somebody else? And I think most of the answers will be somebody else. I mean, like we've seen that. I mean, that's not new. I mean, there's a reason why Tiger Woods was the face of Gillette and Nike, and that's why like LeBron James is the face of Nike now.
Yeah,
and like people, superstars, they just happen to be somewhat regular people, or people that have, maybe not regular, but entertainers, content creators that came up with, not having a big acting career or something like that. So now it's just these people instead.
Yeah.
It's not, Jennifer Aniston anymore. It's Jennifer Smith down the block that, sells or is like into fashion and can sell out 1,000 hats every minute. So
it's the future.
It's the future.
Yes. So there we have it, guys. Our discussion about the future of social commerce and super apps. Leave your comments, your thoughts, your feedback, your subscription, and likes with us, and to get a chance to win a $100 gift card to Amazon, Chris's favorite website in the whole wide universe.
I did put Amazon at the list
Yes!
of super apps.
I mean,
it's just.
and you believe in that app.
I
That's
do believe
in that website. I mean,
I
it's,
don't believe in Jeff Bezos though. What a weirdo. But I do like Amazon.
Thank you guys for listening. Stay tuned for another episode.
Adios.
Bye.
This has been the Social Media Sucks Podcast.